The wait is over, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially 2K24 season. It's here. And I'm going to rectify the fact that I haven't played much of GM mode on the previous installments of 2K since they brought it back. I don't know why that is. I was a huge fan on the Smackdown vs. Raw editions of the mode. So you would think I would have jumped right into it when they brought it back, but for whatever reason I didn't. It's not like I was playing my faction or anything, God no, but I just did not, for some reason, have the time for GM mode, but I'm rectifying that here. You'll see I took Eric Bischoff on WCW. I was thinking about going with Paul in ECW. I'm going to throw him in here as an opponent, but I'm not going to play as him because I love the women's division, and ECW does not get a women's title, which I think is BS. So we're going to do Teddy Long on SmackDown because I think he's very synonymous with SmackDown GM. I think he was the longest tenured GM. If not, he's definitely the one I associate most with that role. And then for Raw, we'll go with Mick Foley. He had that commissioner role for a little bit there, and he was co-GMs with Steph, and I just like Mick Foley. I'm just going to leave all the settings alone because I don't really know what I'm doing here. We can always adjust them later, hopefully. Season 1.
The time has come. It's the WWE Draft. Let's see who.
All right, baby, let's get into it. 1-1. Okay, I guess I'm just going to treat this like... I'm going to treat it as if it was a shoot, brother. I'm going to take the best young talent that I think I can build around. Now, you have to be a little cautious here because you'll see in the top right you have the budget. To those of you not familiar with the mode, you don't want to just like go Ronda, Becky, Drew, you know what I mean? Like, you'll see my AI opponents won't do that. You got to balance stamina, popularity, cost, babyface or heel matchups. It's very in-depth. But for me, there's really only 1-1. It's a no-brainer. Mommy is always on top, and she's going to go number 1 here. I didn't even have to think about it. ECW going... Oh, wow, okay. You know, you can't really argue with those top 4 picks there. Those are pretty strong picks. 2 heels, 2 babies. Okay. Now... I gotta get a top guy. I got a top girl. Top girl. I need a top guy too. Wow, what a pool. Gunther's hanging out there. I'm gonna have to come back for him if I don't take him here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, why not take another cover athlete? A Rhodes and WCW, that feels right.
Kind of guy you build a brand around.
Mella going round 2, okay. R-Truth going round 2. You know what, he was probably a really good bargain. Alright. Now, here's where it starts to get interesting. Part of me really just wants to take Gunther here. And then I gotta stay away from the top. If I take Gunther here, that's probably my last big name. And then I gotta stay in the bottom half of the draft board. I'd like to grab Liv Morgan, I think. Interesting, she doesn't mesh well with Rhea. Oh, I suppose Rhea is a brawler, so she meshes well with fighters. There you go. Liv Morgan's a cruiser, so she meshes well with giants. Which I don't think there are too many in the women's division, actually. There's one. Okay, Tiffany Stratton. If this was a shoot, I'd take her very high, arguably now. I am a big fan of Tiffany Stratton. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take Gunther here. That's a giant. I'm surprised they gave him giant. What a 3. Akira in ECW. Oh, how did I overlook Grayson Waller? That would have been a great... Oh my goodness, I overlooked Braun Breaker too. Oh, those were great bargains. Okay. Blair Davenport. Excellent stamina. Is that what that is? The STA? I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so. Okay. I want to take another woman here. Uncle Howdy? I did not expect Uncle Howdy to be in the draft pool. Is Bray? Is Bray available? I don't see him. Yeah, I wouldn't have overlooked Bray. Okay, Logan Paul, that's an intriguing one. We got to think a little cheaper here. Preferably under 200K if that lives right at the border there. But I want her. I think I'm going to take Liv here. And then we'll try to get some good opponents for both her and Rhea. Johnny Gargano. You know what? I'm really liking how ECW is drafting. They're going for work rate, brother. Okay. I like how Ronda's the most expensive one. That's probably a good flavor and right on. That's probably right on the money. Okay, I can really go anywhere here, and I'll have a matchup with somebody. You know, I got a giant, a brawler, cruiser. What's Cody? A specialist. Okay, ooh, Carmelo Hayes is a pretty good recommendation. You see in the bottom left, you get little recommendations. And I think that's like, that takes everything into consideration. Ooh, I'd love to get Chelsea Green too. but she's a heel. Rhea's technically a heel currently. I'm assuming you can just rectify that whenever. I also want Tiffany Stratton too. Carmelo Hayes, and then Ricochet's also a pretty good. That would be a good pick as well. I'm assuming Ricochet's a little more expensive. But he also has a 10 next to his name. And that's like their XP, I think. Like the higher up that number is, the more perks you get, if I'm getting that right. Okay. You know what? Carmelo Hayes is probably a good option here. I'm gonna take him. Once again, ECW impresses me. Smackdown taking MVP. And then we got Bobby Lashley going right after. The vets are getting some love. Ooh, Trick Williams is tempting. Alright, let's take a look at this here. I think I want to get Tiffany Stratton here. Raquel Rodriguez is also tempting. Because there's some great cruiser women that I think would feud well with her. Alexa Bliss, I'm thinking, is way too expensive. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about that right now. But see what I was saying before? There's a lot of big names left. I think I might just take Tiffany Stratton here. You gotta draft with your heart sometimes.
WCW drafts Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton gets what she wants.
Okay. It is getting interesting here. There goes Carl Anderson. Okay, what's this roster looking like here? Okay. I want to try to balance it out. I could use another woman babyface or another man heel. Angel Garza's tempting. Great stamina. You can book him every week. Just run him into the ground. A little expensive, though. And we got Humberto as well. Maybe I can go back to back and get the two of them. Dragunov's still available. Still some great options. Oh my goodness, I also want Chelsea Green. I want all the heel women superstars. Gigi Dolan's good, but she doesn't really fit in with the rest here. And styles make fights, as they say. I could just screw over Raw and take the other half of the club. You gotta think about these things, undercutting and whatnot. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, let's take a heel if we can. I think I want Montez Ford. He's kind of expensive, though. But there's not really like a middle ground option otherwise. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty pricey. And where was Angel Garza? I guess that 26K. That's quite a big jump. You see, that's really where the... Okay. I'm gonna take Garza, I think.
WCW drafts Angel. Angel bringing the
What'd I tell you guys? I overthink these things.
Man who reinvents himself by the day. Big
How did I overlook Chad Gable? Man, ECW is looking like the show. Second to ours, of course. Nitro's gonna be popping off. You know, Logan Paul. Oh, that budget. Have mercy. Okay, now I'm going to take a woman here. Probably a good guy, right? Yeah. I like that Scarlett's not just a manager. I like that you can choose her to play as. She's a heel, though. I'm kind of looking for Maxine Dupree. That's an intriguing one. AI thinks Wendy would be a good pick. I do want Chelsea, but she's a heel. Oh, Raquel Rodriguez. You know what? For the sake of synergy, yeah, let's take Raquel here.
Raquel Rodriguez. And Raquel is going to stand tall on this brand. A major roadblock just came
Imperium
up.
being split up.
Team Red looking to round out its roster with this pick. And you gotta wonder who's next for WCW.
Okay, I got 8 superstars here. I'm not sure how high I'm gonna go. Ricochet. Tempting. I'm surprised he's still available here. He's a pretty good bang for your buck. I'm surprised Logan's still here also. The problem, if I take Logan Paul, then I'm going to have a smaller roster. I want Blair Davenport, but she doesn't really mesh well. Shotzi's a decent pick there. Ooh, Roxanne Perez. Yeah, there's so many good women cruisers. I do still want Chelsea Green. Braun Strowman is, I guess, decent value for what he brings. Another good guy. He's a giant. Logan doesn't mesh well with anybody. Shinsuke doesn't mesh well with anybody. Okay. Let's go I guess we'll just try to fill up the roster as best we can.
Trick Williams bringing the gift of gab and the gift of jab to a new brand.
Andy Hartwell, that was a good
Obviously
pick.
sees a vision for his future in this business.
There goes Blair. I was just talking about her. You snooze, you lose. Do I want to snag Chelsea here? I've been really balancing out the roster, I think, very well. Tegan Knox is an interesting one there. So interesting, I'm going to select her.
The girl with the shiniest wizard looking to hit hard on this brand.
Lots of potential in this woman. I like this pick.
Could be
I was hoping to still get GG. Alright, I'm at 10 now. Probably take maybe one more, maybe two more. Just to get some bodies out here.
WCW
All right.
picks Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has a new GM to take her issues too.
She's got a lot to prove, but she's ready.
Raw looking to add to its haul with another pick. Lots of great talent remaining for WCW.
I'm gonna take one last guy. Cause my budget is running low. Don't even know why I'm scrolling up there. I got no business. Tyler Bate with the 90 stamina. You know what? You could just book him every freaking week, right? You know what? I'm actually going to call it there and see what we got for free agents.
With all this talent, this is going to be a competitive brand.
So, that's a pretty good draft, I think. You got good young talent, but you're also quite top-heavy.
Important pick for the Extreme brand. And the GM has made
ECW. They said, okay, you don't want Bait, we'll take him, and then we'll quit. That's a good-looking roster. That is a good-looking roster.
A tough choice awaits the Smackdown GM. The Raw
Wow.
weighed its strategy here. The
Wow.
Smackdown GM is preparing their next pick. Take a look at the
Smackdown and Raw. They both just decided to empty the gas tank with their last two picks. Becky Lynch and The Miz, was that?
Taking stock of the talents. Team Red has been assembled.
Wow. Insane. Raw has a good roster,
And
too.
now the brands showing side by side. This is going to be a good season, guys.
All right, guys, you tell me. Who has the best roster? Give it to me straight. Give it to me straight. Do you think WCW has the best roster here? Let me know in the comments. I'm very interested to hear an unbiased opinion of this. I, of course, think I got a haul. Scroll down a little bit. You know, I got good young stars I can build. I got Trick, Mello, Tiffy. And then I got great work rate guys with great stamina that I can book every single show and they won't get tired. That was big to take into consideration, you know? So, it's going to be intriguing. Wow, Raw. Wow. This is pretty well balanced, I think. Okay. That's a draft. Let's book our first show here. Seattle, Washington. Oh, we got Foley in the DMs talking smack probably. Bischoff, how's it going? Just wanted to wish you luck for the coming season. We're looking forward to it over at Raw. Obviously, with the likes of Bianca Belair on our books, we think we're going to give WCW more than a run for its money. I guess we're going to find out. Guess I can only leave him on red there. I'm a little ashamed he didn't add "have a nice day" at the end of that text. I was born for this, Trips. All right, let's pick our starting champions here. Okay, I could leave them vacant and just have people fight over them. But I like the initial popularity boost. So I guess it makes the most sense to do Cody with the main and Guntz with the second, right? And we could do Mello and Trick, the tag champs. Not that we have much of a tag division, but the popularity boost. Give Mommy the belt. You don't pick her 1-1 and then not give her the belt. Tiffy and Chelsea, I think, would be a pretty funny tag team. All right. Good lineup. Got some power cards here. Okay. This is new to me. I know they were there last year, but like I said, I didn't really touch the mode last year. Okay. Do not book your most popular fighter this week. I gotta book my most popular fighter. Come on. I have to. It's week 1. Okay, I'm not going to have the first episode of WCW take place in a high school gym. Give me that concert hall. That was pricey. Let's, okay. Gunther McGrider? Clay Cortman? These are some jobbers. Let's do an established star search, because I have an odd number of roster spots right now. Well, that wasn't the best. I guess I'll take Dexter Lumis. Some enhancement talent. Okay. Let's book this thing. Cody gets the main event. You know what? Cody doesn't get the main event. Because I want the main event to be a good matchup. There we go. That's the main event. It could be a squash. I'm not going to lie to you. I could leave Cody off the show. But I think Gunther is actually technically the top guy. Because he's at 70. I think Cody was at 69. Yeah, so Gunther's the top spot. And what's Garza's specialty? Hell in a Cell? I don't know if I can afford a Hell in a... Yeah, I couldn't if I wanted to. Tier 3. Whatever that means, I don't have access to that yet. Okay. Mid-card. Maybe some tag action, perhaps. Let's try to get all our female superstars on the card. We can do Tiffy and Chelsea versus Liv and Raquel. That was a real tag team, wasn't it? Oh, there we go. Should we put the belts for grabs in this one? Yeah, why not? Okay, next. We'll do Rhea versus Tegan. That's a good matchup. Okay, I like how this is coming along. Not a title match, though. I'm being biased in my booking here. But I'm Eric Bischoff, you know? The talent has my ear. Of course they do. All baby faces left. Can I save changes? Oh, I don't... Okay, I can just... Alright, here we go. I'm a noob. Should I just grab Kit Wilson as just a jobber so I have somebody to get beat up? Really dipping into the funds here. And then we could just do like a fatal 4-way. Throw everybody on the... Oh, there's 5 guys. I'm tempted to... maybe leave Gunther off the card, actually, so I can get that GM goal. Nah, whatever. We're already here. I don't want Mello and Trick to have to compete. Wow, that's kind of a lopsided. Oh, it's a table match? I didn't even notice that. Okay. You know what? Why not make it a table match? Why not? This is how we do it. Main event Monday, baby. Okay. And then we can do like a Trick Williams promo. Why not? Alright, that's everybody. This is the card, folks. Alright, the first edition of the new WCW, coming to you live from some rinky-dink theater. But it's not a high school gym. That's a pretty cheap show. The only specialty match I got is the table match. Okay, let's spectate this opening match. Won't make you sit through all the entrances. Maybe we'll do them like Fight Forever style, and you'll just see them walk out onto the ramp. This is kind of fitting. The first entrance that you see is the champion.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, looks as ready as ever for action tonight.
I kind of like that stage setup. I like the intimacy of this venue. Oh yeah, I'm excited for this. Alright, did I just lose points for not playing the woe? I'll have to remember to turn off entrances or something or whatever. I'm a little disappointed that there was no option to have like the show intro play. Is that a thing? You know what? Some may look at this match and they may think to themselves, Cody Rhodes is like far and away the favorite, and that's true. I won't deny that. But by God Almighty, this is a great opportunity for one of these young superstars to make a name for themselves. You know, Kit was a nice little addition there on free agency. Maybe I can get the full set of Pretty Deadly eventually. And then I think, like, legends can appear in the free agency scouting. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Backdrop onto the table. Kit could have won right there. Dexter throwing him back into the ring. Let's see if he grabs that table. He does. Now I do think you got to do a certain amount of damage before that table will let you put somebody through it. I remember back on, this is so silly, this is such a nerd thing that probably nobody else can relate to, but on Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain in the season mode, if you didn't feel like, particularly in Shut Your Mouth because there was no option to skip a match, if you didn't want to play the match, you could grab a table, set it up in the corner, run into it, and just wait for the AI. If you timed it properly, they would grapple you and throw you through the table, and then you would just win the match automatically via DQ. And, well, who would do that? Me, I would do that. I don't know why. I love the season mode, and I like the choices you can make, and sometimes I just didn't want to play a match. It's a long season mode in Shut Your Mouth, 4 years. But, yeah, let me know if any of you guys ever did that on Shut Your Mouth. I'm not too proud to admit it. Alright, guys, don't get wounded too much on the outside of the ring. I'm going to need you to perform next week. I wonder if the limb damage sustained in a match like this carries over week to week. That would be kind of cool. Alright, Cody's got that table. He's looking to put Dexter Lumis through it. You know, it's a fatal 4-way and a table match, so these things are so chaotic. I can't just outright say the winner, if it's not Cody, would be like in line for a title shot, but based on how limited the roster is currently, hey, maybe there's something to that. You wouldn't be hurting your cause. I'll just say that. Wow, is this a, oh my goodness. I guess headshots are legal in WCW, which they were when it was a thing, so they're grandfathered in. Oh my goodness, that's right, you can throw weapons again. Vicious. Is Mello going to finish his story here? Oh my goodness, what a counter. Timely escape by Cody. With that table set up. Oh my goodness. This could be it. This is like high drama here. I wonder what the star rating's gonna be. Leapfrogs. And there we go. The slam into the table in dramatic fashion, might I add. That tracks. And there you have it, folks. The very first match of the new era of WCW. Your WCW World Champion, Cody Rhodes, taking the dub in a mediocre table match at that. Woo! You gotta love it. Oh, you guys don't have to boo. Okay, that's pretty good. And then a weak promo from Trick. Shaky start here. This match is sure to save the day. I'm going to simulate this one. I'll maybe play 1 or 2 matches per week.
1, 2, it's over.
Hey, it didn't get booed. And then we can simulate the tag title match. Maybe that's the one we should play. We'll simulate it. Oh, maybe it was one we should have watched. And we started a rivalry too, look at that. Guys, let me know in the comments, do you want to watch every single match? I just assumed like nobody would want to hear my commentary over the matches every single time. That's what I assumed. Let's spectate this one. So, you know, there's not too many women on the roster, and for 4 of them to be locked into a rivalry right now, that's something. I'm very impressed with how they redid Gunther's model for this one. He's looking a lot better. Well, Garza's going to be called on heavily here. He's going to have to be a high work rate competitor for me.
And Gunther is a true throwback, guys. He reminds me of the great old school champions who revolutionized this.
You know what? My idiot self is just realizing I think this is a heel versus heel matchup. Oh my goodness, I'm sure somebody's going to flame me in the comments mentioning that. Just know that, yes, I realize what I did now after the fact.
Conceited as he is talented, Angel is a 3rd-generation lucha.
This could be a squash. But as long as Gunther hits some signature moves, maybe it'll get some stars. Oh, good heavens, please don't end right here. I was gonna say, I don't even know if that would have gotten half a star.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Angel can't escape this pressure.
Yeah, now Angel's got it.
Oh, they both were kind of thinking the same thing there.
Hits the drop kick.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Effectively using the knee.
Let's up the pace, boys. Easy E. Bischoff needs a good first showing here, especially after Mick Foley was talking that smack in my DMs. Who said this was going to be a squash match? Do not count out Angel. Oh no, Gunther going playing possum.
He narrowly avoids the count. Wow.
Gunther laying down the
Ah, he's cocky.
It's a sling blade. Basement drop kick.
Beautiful combo.
Oh, wicked.
Really working that back now.
The momentum shifted.
He working that back. Gunther don't know how to act.
Getting that fierce look in his eyes.
A little taste of his own medicine there with the taunt. Okay, turnabout's fair play.
Down a peg.
Crucial turnaround there because Gunther was falling behind. Gunther
I kind of wish the turnbuckle pads had the WCW logo on them, but I guess Triple H is my boss now in kayfabe.
delivering nasty stomps.
You can feel the resentment building with each stop there.
Into the ropes. Misses the knee.
Countered it just in time.
Dodges the missile drop kick.
Did you hear that impact?
And unloading with the fury of fists.
Gunther cuts it
Over the top. A lot of back and forth here.
He leaves the ring, but he
I'm hoping for a good rating. The only saving grace is the styles are a good matchup.
he's one step
But in
ahead
terms of
there.
alignment, these are both rule breakers.
And he's able to fight Angel off.
I think on SmackDown vs. Raw, they called them heels and baby faces. Someone correct me on that,
Gunther fears
if I'm wrong.
no man.
What do they call them on here? Heroes and rule breakers?
Uh-oh, double underhook. This is gonna be nasty.
Oh no, a counter.
Countered with a back body drop.
A lot of flashes going out in the crowd, going off in the crowd. Kind of reminds you of the old WCW days. Oh my goodness, what a splash. That could be it. That could be it. No, a kick out. Gunther is in shock.
Gunther has him lined up.
Oh, he's setting him up for something here.
Muscles up their opponent.
Okay, that's gonna be it.
Big opening for Gunther to take this. Two.
You know, that wasn't a squash. Angel did put up some offense, but once Gunther got rolling, there was no stopping that train.
So it's a loss for Angel. Not what he was expecting.
His confidence has to be rocked after this loss. Well, at least Angel has good looks.
And that, my friends, is a week and a disappointing main event. So overall, WCW not off to the best start. I may have to use her a match or two. I may have to. Alright, we're not going to watch the other shows. I'll check out the Aftermath. Okay, our mid-card was decent at least. But yeah, not the best showing. We were definitely the weakest show overall of the week. But, you know, it's humble beginnings. Here's our little report card here. We got some new fans. So I guess, in the words of Chris Collinsworth from the old Maddens, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play, right? Okay, we're going to have to up our game for week 2. But But y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Wow, there you go, really in depth with the report cards here. I like this. I'm going to have to go behind the scenes and do some studying here. Okay. May have to do some recruiting, some scouting too. Add some more bodies. Get some show notes. I like that. That's like the old WWE.com they did on the SVR GM modes. Wow, even Angel Garza's on there. Gunther got lucky. Things will be different next time. I like that. Just another level of immersion. Well, guys, that was week 1 of the GM mode. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you hated it too. Let me know if you want to spectate some more matches. Let me know if you want me to play some matches. It's hard for me to be impartial, but I have to do something to get the ratings up. You know? Because I think the match itself has to be factored into the star rating. It's not just the pairings. Or is it? But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And more 2K content to come. Until next time, take care.